Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Miles. I'm here to teach you how to record your own guitar cover and then post it to YouTube. So, this video is meant for people who want to do more than just blast their amp as loud as they can
The numbers all go to 11.
and hope the camera they're using picks up a decent sound. That's what I used to do, and sometimes I got lucky and got a good sound, and a lot of times I didn't. It's not meant for people who already have a ton of high quality recording experience or anything like that. It's meant for people who are maybe new to guitar covers or new to recording, who want to bring their game up just a little bit. The 5 steps I'm going to go over with you guys today are: firstly, which equipment you'll need; secondly, how to set up that equipment; thirdly, how to edit your sound. And I'm not a professional by any means, so it's going to be very basic. I'm just your average dude. Fourthly, how to edit your videos. And at the very end, I will tell you where I make my thumbnails, and I'll link in the description of my video the YouTube video that taught me how to do it. So let's get started. So firstly, we'll go over equipment. The good thing is you probably already have most of these things. First thing you need is a guitar. Second thing, guitar cable. Third thing, software to record music like GarageBand. Fourth thing, which is kind of two things: hardware to record video, so some form of camera, and software to edit that video like iMovie. And lastly, the thing you may or may not have is the interface between your guitar and your laptop. I should also mention, if you'd like to record the sound out of your guitar amp like I do, you'll need a amplifier with a line out in the back, which I think most do nowadays, and you'll also need a second guitar cable. And I'll show you how to set up your equipment both with and without a guitar amp later in the video. The interface I use is this tiny little iRig here. I got it off Amazon maybe 2 years ago. It still works great. And this is the old version. There's a new one now. There's like an iRig 2, and there's probably other versions. I don't know. You just need some form of interface to be able to get your guitar cable, as you can see the input here, into your laptop. This thing cost me like $5. It's dirt cheap. So if you're looking for the most cost-effective way to record your guitar, this thing is excellent. I tried to find it on Amazon today before I started shooting this video, and I couldn't find it. I admittedly did not try very hard, but it did pop up on the Walmart website and eBay websites, so they're still floating around for sure. If you want to spend some extra money, like I said, there's the iRig 2, and there's a billion other interfaces out there. I'm sure if you Google around, you can find one that's right for you as far as price goes and like quality sound and everything like that. Now let's talk about general setup of your equipment.
First, I'm going to talk you through the steps of setting up your equipment both with and without an amp. Then I'm going to show you what the setup actually looks like in person.
It's very easy to set up your equipment. Without a guitar amp, all you do is take your guitar, plug your guitar cable into your guitar, plug the other end into your interface, plug the interface into your computer, and you're done. If you're recording with a guitar amp, all you do is plug your guitar cable into your guitar, the other end of that same cable into your guitar amp. Then you take your second cable, plug one end into the line out portion of your guitar amp, and plug the other end of that cable into your interface, and then plug the interface into your laptop.
So now I'm just showing you guys what the setup actually looks like in person. So as you can see, my guitar is currently plugged in. The cable runs over here to the amp. This is my amp. I lean it up because I don't know, I think it just sounds better. I don't know the dynamics of why that is, but then in the back here you can see my second guitar cable. It's plugged into the the line out, and it runs all the way over here around back behind my laptop, and it's connected to my interface here, the iRig. The iRig is plugged into my laptop. So that's the setup if you want to record your amp sound into the laptop.
Of note, if you're using a microphone to record your guitar amp, the only real difference would be you'd plug the microphone into your interface as opposed to the guitar cable from the line out portion of your amp.
So all you'd have to do if you do not have an amp, or if you want to bypass the amp and go straight into your laptop, just take this out of here, bring it over here. Oh, it fell. It'll be all right. And then you plug this directly into your iRig, or whatever interface you're using. So now we've got the guitar cable plugged straight into the iRig from my guitar. So now you can play or record, straight from the guitar into the laptop. So it's really whatever you want to do. I kind of clear out this space when I'm recording my videos just because I like to move around a lot, and if you've seen any of them, you kind of know that. I got this chair here so I can, do the power stance with the knee and everything. But yeah, Okay, so now I want to show you guys what it looks like when I'm actually recording. So now we've kind of like talked through the setup of the equipment and everything. So when you get to the point when you're ready to record your guitar cover, whether you're, sitting or standing and jumping around and stuff, it doesn't matter. What I always do is I'll go over here to GarageBand. I'll have iMovie and GarageBand open at the same time. I start with GarageBand just because sometimes I feel like when I start with iMovie and I go over here and click record here, for some reason the iMovie glitches or something. So I'll hit record here first. Oh, sorry. I'm not actually recording anything, but anyways. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I'll hit record here first, and then I'll come over here to iMovie, and I'll say import media, and oh, what's up? And I'll hit this right here. I'll hit record, and then I'll have these both recording at the same time while I'm playing, and I'll just kind of go till I have a take I'm happy with, and then I'll stop the recording here, and I'll go over here, and I'll stop the recording there. And okay, no input. And make sure before you export your audio, by the way, that you take off this annoying right here. There we go. What's this called again? Click track. Forgot what the click track's called. But yeah, before you export your audio, make sure you take that off, because otherwise, if you export it and then you delete, your track in GarageBand, then you're gonna have an entire, track that you work super hard on, and it's gonna have this click track in the background, and yeah, so make sure you remember that. So the next thing we're going to talk about is how to edit your sound. So you need some kind of software to record your audio. I use GarageBand just because it came with my Mac and it's pretty easy to use. There's plenty of other software though, so you can use whatever you want. So you can see this is a recent cover I did of Carol the Bells by August Burns Red. It was a dual cover, so my friend Christian sent me his audio for his guitar. This is mine, and I recorded it exactly as I'm showing you guys today, direct into my laptop from my guitar amp. So once the audio is in there, I typically go down here and I edit the plugins. As you can see, I turned off the pedal board, the amp designer, and the delay here. And that's just because I like my guitar amp's tone as it is. If you want to mess with it, obviously there's tons of tools for you to use here. And there's a lot of great YouTube tutorials on how to really get a good sound for whatever kind of music you're playing in GarageBand. So I highly recommend checking those out if you want to kind of dabble with all this stuff. But for the most part, these are the only three things I usually keep on. Sometimes I mess with the channel EQ, but not too much. Other than that, I don't really change anything. So once you have your guitar recording in here and you like the tone you've got, the next step is to grab the song you are covering. So for me, I just grab this straight out of iTunes. So wherever you get your music from, just grab the audio file there, drag it and drop it into whatever software you're using, GarageBand in this case. And the last step for your audio is to just make sure that the guitars are able to be heard over the song itself, because the whole point of a guitar cover is to hear your guitar. So you don't want the song to overpower. So you can mess with these guys right here until you're happy with the volume levels. Once you're happy with the audio here, all you have to do is go up to the very top, click share, and then click song to music, and it'll send your edited audio directly to iTunes for you to use later.
Of note, when you're recording your sound, obviously you'll have to do a lot more work in GarageBand if you are not going out of your amplifier.
Now that we've got both video and audio recorded, we have to drag and drop both into whatever video editing software you have. Again, since I have a Mac, I just use iMovie because it's super easy to use. Back in the day, I used to use Vegas Pro, which I really liked before I had a Mac, so that one's pretty cool. There's probably tons of other ones that I have no idea about. So all I really do here is I match up the video with the audio as best I can, and then I click on the video track here and I go up to this little guy right here, and I kind of mess with the picture settings just to make it look kind of cool. And again, I don't know anything about high quality video editing or anything like that. Like I said, I'm just an average dude, so I just kind of mess with these bars until I think it looks kind of cool. I have a preference for this kind of golden background or whatever it is. And then the last thing I do is I add titles to my video. So I usually use this guy for the intro, as you can see way back over here. And then I'll use this guy for the outro, and you can see that right over here. But that's pretty much all I do in here. This is probably the fastest step for me when I make a guitar video. Once you're done kind of editing in here, all you have to do is go up to the top here, and you go to File, and then you go Share, Share File. And then, yeah, you can mess with all this, but you just go Next, and then Save. I always save to desktop just so I don't lose it, but Yeah. So the last step, if you would like to do it, is to create a thumbnail for your video. I ran into a YouTube video that kind of taught me how to do this through this website called Canva. And again, I'll link that video in my description because it was excellent and it made it super easy to kind of understand how to do things and things like that. So I'll just briefly kind of show you. Basically, all you have to do is make an account. See my little picture there. You click on create design, choose custom size, and the guy whose video I watched recommended this size right here. So again, if you want to do this, go check out his video. Link is in the description. It's an excellent video. It's not very long. So you click this. It brings you to this like kind of little creator studio thing, and these are photos I uploaded in the past for different videos. So all you have to do is like drag and drop here. It's super easy. You just blow it up, and then you can like add text, you know, like that, and you can kind of go back, you know, click on the picture here. You can adjust all the, you know, the color settings or whatever. I mean, obviously this doesn't look super great, but like, yeah, you know, you can kind of do stuff like that. Yeah, they got all sorts of cool things you can mess with here. Different pictures you can post on here. And so, yeah, for more detail, definitely check that video I mentioned out because it's really good at explaining this website.
After you've completed those things, I mean, you're pretty much done. The only thing you have left to do is to upload the video and the thumbnail if you've made one to YouTube. Thanks for taking the time to watch my video. I'm just getting back to YouTube after a 4-year kind of hiatus from posting anything. So if you've got any feedback, just let me know, positive or negative, so I can, you know, improve the next time I post something like this. If you found this video helpful, maybe give it a like for me. That'd be sweet. Also, if there's any questions you guys have, comment below and I'll address them. I may have left a piece of information out that I'm just not thinking about right now. Or maybe I didn't explain something perfectly. But yeah, if you found this video helpful, give the video a like and maybe even subscribe if you're into that kind of thing. So thanks.